CNN is following developing news out of Sudan, where there has been fierce fighting around the presidential palace and army headquarters in Khartoum.
The U.S. ambassador to Sudan says he and the rest of the embassy team are sheltering in place as the official military of Sudan clashes with the paramilitary group known as the Rapid Support Force. CNN's Larry Madowo is live in Nairobi, Kenya with the latest. Larry, this is still unfolding. What do we know?
It is still unfolding. We've now had several hours of gunfire, intense fighting on the streets of Khartoum, the capital there. We've seen some smoke coming from some key installations and buildings in the city. It is a confrontation between the official military of the country, the Sudan Armed Forces, and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, which many people fear could escalate into civil war or even a coup in Sudan, a country that's already known so much conflict and destabilization. Sudan has been under military rule since October 2021, and it is run by what is called the Sovereign Council. The head of that Sovereign Council is the de facto leader of Sudan, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. But the vice chair of the Sovereign Council is General Mohammed Gallo, better known as Hemeti, and he leads the Rapid Support Forces that have a huge support from Russia, and they are known to be better funded, better supported than the main military. In recent weeks, there's been an agreement between the military wing and civilians to a return to civilian rule in Sudan, and now this confrontation, which has been building up for the past couple of days. I want to read a tweet for you from the U.S. ambassador in Sudan, who said he just arrived last night and woke up to the deeply disturbing sounds of gunfire and fighting. I am currently sheltering in place with the embassy staff, Sudanese throughout Khartoum and elsewhere are doing. He goes on to say, the ambassador, that escalation of tensions within the military component to direct fighting is extremely dangerous. I urgently call on senior military leaders to stop the fighting. And U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken was asked about this while traveling in Vietnam. This is what he said.
It's a fragile situation. There are other actors that may be pushing against that progress, but this is a real opportunity to finally carry forward the civilian-led transition, and one that we and other countries are trying to bolster.
One of the elephants in the room here is Russia, which has supported Hemeti, the leader of the Rapid Support Forces. But CNN investigations have revealed that some Sudanese gold was being used to fund Russia's war in Ukraine. And there's been huge international pressure for Sudan to disavow its ties with Russia here. So if this does develop into a coup, it could be a deeply disturbing situation. Many embassies now telling their staff, their citizens in Sudan, to stay in place.
Yeah, very worrying indeed. Larry Madowo, thank you for staying on top of that.